Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of my Hornby hobby. Bit of a weird view this time. You join us underneath the baseboard because I want to show you some adaptations that I've made to basically the baseboard and the layout in general. So when you've got loose hanging cables that just swing down underneath the baseboard and it makes it look untidy, what do? You get some trunking. I got this from work. Our electrician Warren, perfect size type of trunking. Good long length, and I was able to put 6 pieces on. So obviously you've got this bit here, which will be well, for starters you've got these two holes over here. One's for the power clip that goes into the track, and the other one is for the turntable, as evidented by the red and black wire there. And then obviously that comes down and goes down to that junction, but we'll get there in a minute. And then then there's another hole here. Well, we can actually take a look. So obviously there's a power clip for the track there. Then there's a clip there, which I think goes to the those two cables that you saw are directly underneath the turntable. So that is the turntable itself. That's directly under it. And then this cable here is obviously to go to the power track. And then you've got this one. You've got this hole here, which is another one. So I think the reason why there's two power clips is because one's just the regular power track, because I couldn't do it over there, like where my other power track is. So I did it over here on the opposite side, and then one's to power the turntable. So for the switch, it's quite complicated. And even in the instructions it says it's complicated. So yeah, that and that and that all joined together. So there's no loose hanging wires down here. And then over here, it's just a shortcut over to here, over to there, which then eventually leads down to these leads, which lead to the controllers. So now there is no loose hanging cables underneath the baseboard anymore, apart from that tiddly little bit there, but normally they would be swung low. If you're wondering where the boxes are, they've actually been stacked and stored, so I think that actually looks a lot better. Okay, now we move on to something that I've just built today, which is a control deck. So instead of having the controllers on the floor, I've put them just a bit higher up, so then I don't have to, because if you're doing them down here, it's a bit, but here, a bit higher up towards you. Now these things are these things that we put the downpipe in. I had a couple left over, so I cut them in half, put one on each end, and it just stops the board moving back and forth. But if need be, I can lift it out. Now, the reason why it's so big is because obviously with the new Santa's Express train set that we've got, that means we've got a new controller. So what am I going to do with that once Christmas is over? Well, I thought maybe I could put it here and then maybe have a little layout underneath. Just as a nice little fun thing, like an under-over type of thing. So what I wanted to do was have track 1, track 2, track 3. So that's actually meant to be over there. That's meant to be pretty much here. And then the new controller is meant to be there. So you can have at least 3. This is just for now. Obviously, when I get into DCC, I'll only need one controller. But it's nice to have a control deck. Pretty self-explanatory. It's very, very simple. Now, let me show you what we've done on top of the layout. So here is the level crossing. So I painted it for now just to show where I want it to go, and then obviously I'll add scatter and different sorts of effects later on. So you've got a road, pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to put like curb bricks that you find in real life on either side there. And then here is a car park for the station. I'm going to have fences all the way around the outside, apart from about here to maybe here, because that'll just be a hedge. The reason why this space has been left is because I want to extend the station so I can put some steps roughly here and then curve the station round. So let me just try and... So that'll end up being roughly there, and then there'll be a little curve there. Maybe I could put another one of these straight platform pieces there, just so it makes it, a lot nicer looking. This is just for now. So, yeah, it is a bit of a job to get it back on because of the fence post, because I've glued that on. There you go. No, not there you go. I'll sort that out in a minute. Okay, that's pretty much it. I do actually have a little Christmas tree accessory that I got from Warren. This is one of the scenics, and I'm going to decorate it a bit and make it look more Christmas tree-like. I plan to add like a little jetty here. You won't see you might see this shed above a tree line or something. So, you might end up seeing steam coming from one of the engines if this was real life. And then that'd be in like a small square. There'd be a row of houses along there. And just like a nice little town or a village thing going on here. But the track is mostly hidden by fences and hedges and stuff. We did get a comment on on the Santa's Express video, where we put it together, regarding the shunters truck, and I said the shunters truck has been scrapped. Now that doesn't mean it's been thrown away. That means it's been turned into a scrap model, and I think it looks great because every railway has got to have some form of scrap thing somewhere, something that's just been left to rust and whatnot. So I basically just stripped it down as much as possible. You can see the wheels, you can see the foot plate, I guess, the foot rails, whatever. Everything's pretty much there, and I think it looks amazing. It was just giving me no end of grief. So I think it looks great there. I don't think I'll buy another one, but if I do, if there ends up being a way of making them behave on the track, then I'll grab another one, and then this can be taken out from here, taken to the works and mended. If you're wondering where the level crossing gates are, I have painted the other side of them. Well, let me show you. Here are the level crossing gates, the boom gates. So I've just added a red circle on both sides, because obviously when they swing, so that's stopping trains, that's stopping cars. So obviously when you want to stop the trains, you have to swing them open like that. So, you need to stop the trains. So I've just added a red circle there. And then here are the posts, which I'm going to weather up. And I might actually weather up the fence gates as well. And then add them back on and just make them look like the wood's rotting and, the bit more realistic. I'm trying to go for realistic here. I don't know if I mentioned, but we do have the two scenic huts in. I've not stuck them down anywhere yet because I'm still working about where I want them to go. I want to put a signal box here, which I have asked for Christmas. I have made a tiny hiccup with the track-wise, because what I wanted to do is off this siding here, I wanted to have another one coming to the back here, so then this could be where these coaches go when they're not being needed or they're not used. But then I ended up painting all this. So I might have to try and redo it so then the coaches are here instead, So then they're other side of the station. So just imagine a set of buffers there, and then the station's there, and then the coaches are basically in line with that wood, where that wood is. They are there. I think that'd be quite nice, because I think you should always have like a coach station next to the station. And it's just when I want to run a goods train on the outside line, it's a bit annoying to have to move them. But yeah, that is pretty much the adaptations I've made to the layout and the baseboard thus far. I think it looks much better now. So there's plenty of space under there now, and I love that control deck. And, you know, it doesn't stick out too much. And that's pretty much it. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, then like, comment, subscribe, always much appreciated. And stay tuned for plenty more Hornby related content coming your way this month and in the years to come. Until then, stay safe and thanks for watching.